Hello ladies. Today's video was inspired by some beautiful comments, including one from Rebecca, who asked about the best pants for a menopause belly, and another from Melissa, who needed help dressing around love handles. Now, take a quiet moment and picture this. You're standing in front of the mirror, not with criticism, but with curiosity. You're not there to judge your body. You're there to understand it. Because the goal isn't to hide, smooth, shrink, or disguise. It's to reframe. That's how I want you to start thinking about dressing. You're not erasing your center, you're illuminating your presence. So, stay with me to the very end, because this video is going to shift the way you see your body and your wardrobe. Let's dive right in, shall we? Now here's how this really works. Let's take two outfits I'm about to show you. I want you to notice something specific. One has a belt, the other doesn't. The reason I'm showing you these is because to truly flatter your shape, you need to start by understanding your tummy, not just how big it is, but how it's shaped and where it sits. Instead of labeling yourself negatively, just look in the mirror with curiosity. Ask, is my tummy sitting high or low? A quick way to check is to wear your bra. Then look at the space between your underbust and where the tummy starts to curve out. If that distance is short, your tummy likely sits higher. If there's more space, it's sitting lower. And the shape matters too. Some women have a tummy that pushes outward, round, and dome-like, mostly in front. What I call a forward-facing fullness. Others experience more of a spread, wider across the waistline, creating love handles or that muffin top shape. It's not as round as it is wide. This type is often softer, and the fullness shows above the waistband. Pear-shaped and apple-shaped women both can experience this. Now, if your tummy is more round and front-facing, you'll want soft framing and vertical illusions, clean lines that don't grab at the middle. But if your tummy spreads more sideways, you may benefit from styles that offer gentle containment and smoothing on the sides. Let's go back to those two outfits. The one with a belt, that works better for the tummy that spreads sideways. A good pair of pants and shaping undergarments will help define the waist gently, allowing that area to be more controlled. But for the rounder, front-facing tummy, that same belt can cut too sharply, especially if it's wide. And when the tummy is full and the bust is small, that contrast can make the belly feel even more pronounced. Here's why. If your bust is small and your tummy projects more, your clothes tend to fall straight down from the chest with nothing to lift them outward, so the eye goes straight to the belly. But with a larger bust, the clothes naturally curve away and skim over the tummy. That's why bust structure matters. What can help? Bra inserts or soft silicone pads. These don't have to be dramatic, just a gentle lift to help clothing fall more evenly. Or try a lightly padded bra, or one that offers gentle lift and shaping, not for cleavage, just for balance. You can also choose ruched or draped tops that add softness and curve to the bust area without needing padding. And if padding isn't your thing at all, layer up. An open shirt, a scarf, or a vest adds visual interest and breaks up the center view. Now, I know some of you might be wondering, if I have an upper tummy, does that mean I have to avoid belts altogether? And the answer is, not at all. You see, it's not about avoiding belts. It's about understanding how to wear them. And this outfit right here is a perfect example. Notice how the dress has structure, but it's not stiff. It gently skims the body rather than hugging it. The belt isn't sitting at the natural waist. It's slightly elevated, drawing the eye upward and creating the illusion of a longer, lifted silhouette. That's especially flattering if your fullness begins under the ribcage. And look at the way the fabric flows from the belt. It doesn't add bulk, it creates elegance. The soft pleats fall away from the midsection, allowing the belt to define the shape without squeezing it. The overall effect? You see the woman, not the tummy. The confidence, the polish, the intention, it all comes through. So if you've been unsure about belts, don't count them out. With the right silhouette and styling, a belt can become a powerful tool, not for hiding, but for highlighting your presence with poise. Now, let's shift our focus to something that most women don't always think about, the side view. And oh, it matters. You see, while we often dress and analyze outfits from the front, it's the side profile that quietly reveals the truth. It tells the real story about how our clothes interact with our shape, especially around the midsection. Why? Because from the side, the tummy's projection, how far it extends forward, becomes much more visible. Even if you're wearing something loose and flowy, the silhouette doesn't lie. The fabric might not cling, but the outline still forms. And that's not a bad thing. It's just something we, as women who care about how we show up in the world, should work with intentionally. Now compare that with the front view. From the front, what the eye catches most is width. The projection, the curve forward, often stays hidden. It can be masked with camera angles, clever posing, or forgiving fabrics that drape just right. And sometimes, that's exactly what we want. But I want to equip you with tools that work from every angle. You know, the way you wear an outfit begins before you even get dressed. It begins in your thoughts. Think of your body like a musical instrument. The clothes, they're just the notes, but it's your mindset that plays the melody. You can put on the most expensive jeans or the perfect top, but if the thoughts you carry are sharp, self-critical, or full of doubt, the outfit won't sing. It'll fall flat. But when you approach your wardrobe from a place of understanding, when you stand in front of the mirror and say, "All right, this is me, this is my shape, and I'm going to work with it, not fight it," that's when something shifts. You stop dressing to disappear. You start dressing to express. Because it's not just about finding clothes that flatter your shape, it's about choosing pieces that speak to the woman you've become. You are not a problem to fix. You are a canvas, full of depth, texture, and story. And what you wear is just the frame. So, now that you've learned some key basics on how outfits affect your side view, this is really just the beginning. In the next video, I'll be continuing from this exact point. We're going to take a much deeper dive into the tips and mistakes that come into play when dressing to flatter both the side and front view. I'll also be going back to the 2 wonderful comments that inspired this video and breaking down the specific style solutions that apply to each one. There's so much more to come, and I can't wait to share it with you. If you found value in today's video, please go ahead and like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. We're on this journey together, and I promise, the best is yet to come.